Hello guys, look where I am right now, Notre Dame de Paris. I'd like to tell you a beautiful poem by Harry Baker. It's called Sunshine Kid. Old Man Sunshine was proud of his son, and it brightened his days to see his little boy run. Not because of what he'd done, nor the problems overcome, but that despite that his disposition remained a sunny one. It hadn't always been like this. There've been times when he tried to hide his brightness. You see, every star hits periods of hardship. It takes a brighter light to inspire them through the darkness. And if we go back to when he was born in the nebula, we know that he never was thought of as a regular because he had a flare about him. To say the Midas touch is wrong, but all he went near seemed to turn a little bronze. Yes, the sun was loved by some more than others. It was a case of Joseph and his dreamcoat and his brothers, because standing out from the crowd has its pros and its cons, and jealousy created enemies in those he outshone, such as the Shadow People. Now the Shadow People didn't like the Sunshine Kid, because he showed up the dark things the Shadow People did, and when he showed the places where the Shadow People hid. So the Shadow People had an even plan to get rid of him. First up, they made fun of his sunspots. Shooting his dreams from the sky, their words were gunshots, designed to remind him he wasn't very cool, and he wouldn't fit with any popular kids at school. He said his head was up in space, and they would bring him down to earth. Essentially, he came from nothing, and that's what he was worth. He'd never go to university to learn only degrees he'd ever shown would be the first degrees burned from those that came too close. They told him he was too bright. That's why no one ever looked him in the eyes. His judgment became clouded. So did the sky with evaporated tears as the sun started to cry, because the Sunshine Kid was bright, with a warm personality. And inside he burned savagely, hurt by the words and curses of the shadowly who spoke holes in his soul and left cavities, and his heart hardened. The spark darkened. Every time they called his names, it cooled his flames. He thought they might like him if he kept his light dim, but they were busy telling lightning she had terrible aim. He couldn't quite get to grips with what they said, so he let his life be eclipsed by what they said. He fell into a long starred state like Texas and felt he had been punched in his solar plexus, but that's when Little Miss Sunshine came along, singing her favorite song about how we're made to be strong, and you don't have to be wrong to belong, just be true to who you are, because we're all stars at heart. Little Miss Sunshine was a hot stuff. The kind of girl, when you look at her, you forgot stuff. And for him, there was no forgetting her. The minute he saw her image burnt in his retina, she was out of this world. And she accepted him. Thinking about this girl meant he knew whenever she was next to him, things weren't as dark as they seemed, and he dared to dream. Shadows were nowhere to be seen. When she was there, he beamed, and his eyes would light up in the ways that cannot be faked. When she grinned, her rays erased the razor-trip words of hate. They gave each other nicknames. They were Cool Star and Fun Sun. Gradually, shadowly damage became undone. She was one in a septillion, and she was brilliant. Could turn the coldest blooded reptilians vermilion, well loved by billions, from Chileans to Brazilians. And taught the Sunshine Kid the meaning of resilience. She said, all the darkness in the world cannot put out the light from a single candle. So how the hell they could handle your light? Only you can choose to dim it, and the sky is the limit, so silence to critics by burning. And if the eyes are windows to the soul, then she drew back the curtains and let the sun shine through the hurting. And in a universe of adversities, these stars stuck together, and through days became nights, and the memories would last forever. Whether the weatherman said it or not, it would be fine, because even behind the clouds, the kid could still shine. Yes, the Sunshine Kid was bright, with a warm personality. And inside he burned savagely, fueled by the fire inspired across galaxies by the girl who showed him belief. Thank you very much.